and men are passing by, they will hardly be distracted to them, except if there is an extraordinary handsome man like Yusuf alayhi salam. Extraordinary. You know, man will get attracted to any woman, young or old, but it should look young. White or black, or brown, beautiful or ugly. She should just be a woman. This is the nature of man. So, Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Zuyina lin-nasi hubbu shahawati minan nisa. Number one are women, then are sons. We work from morning till evening for our sons, for our children. Then, treasures of gold and silver. You can give one name wealth. Then, wal khayl musawwama, branded horses. Now, I will translate branded ride. Not only ride, but branded ride. This is the weak point of man. Good brand. Mercedes, yes, it attracts me. Then, wal an'ami wal harsh, cattle and harsh, land, cultivated land. Land for cultivation. Whereas a woman, as I said, does not have that attraction for man. Though she enjoys sex, no doubt. But man is not her weak point. But woman is certainly his weak point. What is the weak point of man, of woman? Have you ever thought about it? Her son, her child is her weak point. And where do you find this in Quran? Surah Al-Hajj. Ya ayyuhan nas, ittaqu rabbakum, inna zalzalata as-sa'ati shay'un 'azim. Yawma tarawnaha tadhalu kullu murdi'atin 'amma arda'at wa tadau kullu dhati hamlin hamlaha. O mankind, O people, fear Allah, fear your Lord. Indeed, the earthquake of the moment, that is resurrection, is something very severe. Yawma tarawnaha, the day you will find it, you will see this. Tadhalu kullu murdi'atin amma arda'at. Every woman will forget to feed her children. You know, normally this is the weak point of a woman. You know, even the Western women, I gave you the reference of Northeastern University. I proved to them. I said, okay, here both men and women work in offices. Man leaves home in the morning. He forgets everything. Though he keeps attraction for a woman, he enjoys the company of a woman in any form. Maybe his secretary, his client, or any passerby. He hardly remembers his wife and children. He's busy in his job, working from morning till evening. Whereas, in the same office, from the same house, a woman also comes out. She delivers her babies, her children, to the babysitter with written instructions that 10 o'clock, give him food. Give him a bath at 11 o'clock, and such and such. But the moment she finds some time, rather she takes out time to call her. Have you given him food? Have you changed his nappies? This is a weak point of woman. Interestingly, when I was in house job in Lahore, Punjab Dental Hospital, and I gave a lecture on this ayah, one of our lady teachers, she appreciated. She said, yes, you are absolutely right. And she quoted, once there was an earthquake, and I felt that my bed is moving. I opened my eyes, and I saw my husband. He was standing beside and saying, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And she said, before I got up, first I picked my daughter, and then I moved from there. But the horror, the fear of the resurrection would be such that even woman will forget to feed her child. Right? You might also have experienced such things. So, for women, the number one, his emotions are more than that of man. And in emotions, the top is affection for child. Affection for her child. Now, since she is the weak point of man, and you understand in what sense she is the weak point from sex point of view. Whenever a woman will be in close contact of man, frequent and close contact, man has to have some good emotions for her. Have to have. And a woman, a maid slave which serves you at home, she's in close contact with you and in frequent contact with you. Ultimately, something is going to happen. So Allah Almighty, with all His grace, has allowed man to have sex with her and own the children, own the product. This is what this is. Otherwise, see around. Mostly at the time of maternity of the child at your house, your sister-in-law stays at your house and you certainly have some emotions for her too. There is an interesting story. I taught these ayat in Finchley Mosque, London, in the afternoon after our prayer. And there were sisters also in the back. In the evening, one of our friends, one of the Musallin of the prayer, he was my friend, and usually he used to come after Maghrib prayer and sit with me to give me company. That day he came. He said, my wife she was a new Muslim. My wife was very furious. And she asked me that when Sulaiman was born, his son, did you have any persuasion for my sister? And he said, I had to lie to her. So it's natural. You can deceive yourself, but you cannot deceive Allah. Can you? I can deceive myself, but I cannot deceive Allah. Allah speaks the truth. Sadaqallahu Azim. So it's very, very natural. Allah Almighty allows. And on top of that, this has been the practice of even the Anbiya. Sayyidah Maria Qibtiyya radiyallahu anha was in the haram of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a maid slave. If we condemn this, that means we are condemning Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so be very careful. So, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِفُرُوجِهِمْ حَافِظُونَ. And remember one point in your mind. Don't treat the lady servant, the maid servants as maid slaves. This is the case of a maid slave, not maid servant. A maid servant is a free woman. You can only have sex with her if she is not married and with her consent. First you have to have nikah with her. You have to get married to her. Only then you can have sex with her. This is the case of the maid slave, not maid servant. Keep that in mind. So, فَإِنَّهُمْ غَيْرُ مَلُومِينَ. Then indeed they are not blameworthy. These 3 ayat are repeated without any difference in the second section. Now, move forward. Ayah number 8. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ لِأَمَانَاتِهِمْ وَعَهْدِهِمْ رَاعُونَ. And those who are considerate about their pledges and promises. They keep promise and they honor pledge. They don't cheat. They are not dishonest.